Welcome, y'all. Hey, 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 let me adjust the camera because I am doing this myself. Each and every day is a learning process. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today I am doing eggnog. I'm doing enough eggnog for 4 to 6 people. I already have my milk up on heating. I used, whatever you have, because this is what I had. I used a quart of yay milk, whatever you call it. I got from, food pantry. And I added and it's low fat. For me, I like low fat anyway because, I'm lactose intolerant, so I'm low fat. So then I added carnation milk. You can also use low fat milk, anything that you desired. And what you do, you bring your milk up to a nice hot temperature. You don't want it boiling. I'm hoping that you can see it. Things will get better as time goes by. But I'm stirring it. I don't want it scorched. Test it. Not quite ready. It's not quite ready. So put this here. So what I'm going to do when the milk reaches room temperature, I added 4 eggs. Like I said, I'm doing it for 4 to 6 people. So I added 4 eggs to a cup and a half to 2 cups of sugar. I did a cup and a half. I don't need it to be that sweet. See that? I don't need it to be that sweet. But you want it to do it a little bit ahead because you want the egg yolk to meld with the sugar. So this is 4 egg yolks with a cup and a half of sugar. I think that's all I need because all I have is like a quart of this yay. Is that a quart? Oh, I guess it's a quart, right? Yeah, quart. And a can of carnation milk. Whatever milk you desire and you prefer. This is a recipe my mother used to make when we were kids. Something that we enjoy, a tradition every year. I know those of you have been asking about eggnog, wanted to know how to make homemade eggnog. And there's a treat at the end I'm going to show you that my mother did. I don't know about everybody else's eggnogs, but I just know my mother's eggnog was the bomb. Okay? So, when the milk hits the desired temperature, I'm going to add this egg yolks and the sugar, which is going to thicken it. Remember, you don't want the milk boiling. You just want it hot. So that and you want your eggs room temperature, your egg yolk, you want it room temperature so that it does not break down. So tell me, do you really like cooking and not know where to start? Because a lot of people love to cook, don't know where to start. Some people don't know how to portion. Some people over season. Some people under season, over season, like that. Do you understand the basics of cooking and still struggle to make simple meals? So that's why I'm doing, not one for a large, but a meal that 4 to 6 people can prepare. So I want to try to stay within that realm. Because there's nobody here for to eat all that cooking. I do all that cooking when it's all said and done. I'm here alone, So what you doing for the holidays? When you're cooking your food, do you really know when it's done or not? Do you know that for chicken, it needs to be 160 to 65 degrees inside the center of the chicken for it to be considered cooked. chicken is one of my favorites, fried chicken. But as I've gotten older, I just like the smaller pieces because, you know, the organic chicken, but I just like the smaller pieces. So let me see. We can either tell by looking at it with our eyes, or we can go in, let me see, use, okay, use a thermometer. Okay. Milk is about 150 right now. Okay, so it's getting time to add the yolk and the 150. Let me just touch it with my finger. I think I want it to go to 200 because I don't want it to. So as I said, I'm gonna add the yolk. This is what gives it its thickener and its color. So let me see. I was heating the milk up when I started the video. And then I don't own the rights to any music. I know you can't see me right now, but the way my kitchen is made, I try, but I'm not the star to show the food is.
Music.
Yeah, I'm not going to fool with that because I don't know how to turn it down. I was going to turn on some Christmas music, but I don't know how to turn it down. But anyway, this is ready. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a scoop. The reason I'm going to use a scoop because I could go in, scoop it, right? While this is whisking, because we don't want no lumps, right? Turn it down just a little because it is hot. And so we're going in slowly, 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 and slowly. All right, so. Okay, remember the milk is hot. You can turn it down a little. You don't want it boiling. Always check your fire. Okay, I'm going to give it another one. Okay. Use my left hand. I want to make sure it's smooth, that it gets no lumps in it. Oh, this is that old fashioned. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Stay with me. Stay with me. All right, stay with me. Yes, indeed, stay with me. Remember, if I have a cup and a half of sugar, so if a cup and a half is not enough for you, after the yolk is added with the sugar, you can go back and, you know, doctor up and add a little bit more, but I wouldn't suggest too much more. You know, thinking a cup and a half might be good for this amount, but who knows, some people like it a little sweeter. I do, but at my age, I can't do it like that no more. So, I gotta watch my sugar intake. I'm having a hard time doing that on my own. I'm getting that off of there. Okay. If you use a gallon, well, of course you have to use, if you want to make more than this, a gallon, of course you have to use more egg yolk. You have to use more sugar, more cinnamon, you know, more egg. Let me see, let me get this in here. Of course, I'm going to use because some people say, well, I don't drink eggnog, I don't drink alcohol, but you could use a flavor in a rum. You know, it doesn't actually have to be the actual liquor, you know. I have some vanilla rum, Jamaican vanilla rum extract that's real good that I use in it. Take it to the next level, give it that next, you know, notchy. Alrighty. So this video, you know, until I get myself used to this how I'm going to do one video a week every Monday. I'll tell you what I'm doing next Monday. Okay, so let me get it all, but I tried. I don't want to leave nothing. This is the goodness of it. This is it. So I guess I done played with that enough. So okay. Very, very simple, excuse me. Well, not simple. You know, not simple. I've been making eggnog over, I guess 40 years. Used to making big old batches, but I brought it down. And I thought about it, I said, well, I'm about to make this big old batch of eggnog. And who gonna drink all that? I said, you better stick to the plan and do 4 to 6. You could do that. So I used to cooking for 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people. You know, you could do this in an industrial setting, and I could do this, you know. Grew up cooking. My mama was a cook. Oh, my mama could cook good. She's from Zachary, Louisiana. Okay, so now that I've added that, I want to taste it and see, you know, it's gonna cook a little bit, I guess, while I'm putting the rest of the stuff in there. Okay. Okay, that's enough. Now I need to let it go on, come up to heat a little bit. Alrighty, okay. So then I'm gonna add, gonna be a teaspoon of vanilla. What's that? That's a teaspoon. I mean a nutmeg. No, I ain't gonna put no more. I'm gonna put a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. Like I said, we're gonna go along with as we go, because I'm making a smaller batch, so I don't want to make too much. So we're gonna make it for your guests. If you want to add, if you want it thicker, like I used what I had in the house. I had 4 eggs, so that's what I used, but I would have preferred 6 egg yolks to the sugar. 1.5 cup of sugar to this much is fine. You can even go 1 cup of sugar. Okay? You can even do it like that. Okay, I'm gonna let it get a little heat on it. Okay, so here I have some Jamaican rum extract. Okay, I'm gonna be, I'm put a it's a half a tablespoon of that. Yeah. Okay, so I want a little more nutmeg. I want to smell it. There you go. There you go. I want to smell it. Okay. Now, here we go. You see, let me put it up, see if you can see it. Got the angle of this. Can you see it? Okay, hope you can see it. So I put the vanilla rum in there. So the last part of this, of making this, is the fun part that my mom used to do. Let me get it out the refrigerator. And I'm gonna give it another go around. Because what my mom used to do, and I do with my eggnog, okay, is beat the egg whites. That's the New Orleans way. Beat the egg whites till it's stiff. Okay, see that? See that? They getting there. I can feel the cushion. And what she do, and it's the part that was so good as a child, she added to the eggnog. Okay, give me a sec. She added it to the eggnog, thereby giving it, I don't have no whip, no electric whip, so I had to beat this up by hand. And I had did it beforehand, but it set in the refrigerator and it just settled a little bit, so I just had to bring it back to life. Okay, so it's just 4. So you could get a fork. That's how they used to do it in the old days, with 2 forks. Okay, so this is what my mom did. I've already added a teaspoon of sugar to the egg white before beating. Okay? Okay. All right. So here's where I just fold it in. Right? You just fold your egg white in. Put your little nutmeg on top. Put your little cinnamon. Imagine having a big old gumbo pot of this at Christmas time all day long. That was my mama, and that was our house. Yes, look at that. Look at that. So this is it. So it's nice and hot. What I want to do? Yes, yes. Unfortunately, okay, my sister passed in July, and this was one of the things she left for her sisters. And, you know, you and I are friends. Always remember, if you fall, I will pick you up. After I finish laughing, Jennifer. But guess what? I didn't get it till after she passed. So that made it even extra special. Okay? So here we go. I'm going to go in. You see the eggnog. Usually there's a scoop. But I'm not going to drink all that. But I want to make it for you so you can see it. See. Look. Ooh. Okay, but look at the eggnog. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you understood my recipe. Hope you can see it clearly. I'm doing it off my tablet right now. You know, I'm learning which one is better. But I thought that the tablet showed it more clearer. Let me see if I could put it down some. Okay, so you can see it better. Can you see it better? Can you see it? So that is the eggnog. Thank you for chiming in. And so next week, I said I was going to tell you what I'm doing next week. So next week, I'm going to be doing bread pudding, New Orleans Southern bread pudding. So thank you for chiming in. God bless. And have a good day, y'all.